We good?
Oh,
good.
Make sure everyone has their another one, of course.
Moonman.
So about this
Glarus.
elf uprising?
I don't
No, you're not here with us.
No, we know what's going on, though. All right. We seem to have a whole new game we're playing here. Yeah.
The world is a better place.
For everyone.
Gee,
Dunley's
works, that sounds
barren, and
familiar.
Yeah, Dunley is barren now.
elves are no longer repressed.
My
and
uncle.
all of your dreams.
Don't worry,
come
I'm
true.
sure we had you bred before the process was.
So, the three of you are
Yeah, in the bottom of this.
down in the
tomb.
sarcophagus room, and
So I pick up the scepter
oh yes, it's in your hand.
and I gesture to Dwarf commandingly and say, "Dwarf, open your minds to my magic." And then
I'll do detect thoughts on the dwarf and see what, like, its general thoughts are and everything.
Fear.
Fear of
Yes. Fear and awe and obviously feels subjugated
her. Right.
in service to.
To the queen.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and fears you mostly, then also.
go
Fear.
deeper.
I don't.
You do not need to fear. Just do as I command. Go deeper.
All right. Yeah, I'll go deeper.
It's like so. What is it? You're.
You can push detect thoughts to reveal more than surface level. He does get a saving throw. I'm commanding him not to save against it. I don't know if that has any effects.
No.
But I told him not to. Let's see if he obeys my commands. Or you can just tell me it's not actually possible. But sometimes the queens have unreasonable demands of their subjects. What can I say?
Okay, and this lasts about a minute. No, an hour. No, sorry.
Yeah, a minute.
A minute. Yeah, that's the majority of what you're getting out of this is that he's a willing servant of the queen. That he fears the queen, fears the empire, fears for dwarves in general, particularly the line of Dorothea.
Dorothea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I asked him, how long have you served my family?
All dwarves are in service to the elves, of course.
You particularly.
Me, I've been your faithful servant for years, decades.
Okay. Does this create any more thoughts for him?
The minutes really elapsed at this point, but
Okay.
you could do it again, I suppose, if you're. But there are just flashes just before it subsides of moments where he's subservient and other dwarves are being killed and he's being executed and he feels shame at it and yet is too afraid to do anything about it.
There's obviously displeasure on my face that he didn't lower his mental defenses and submit fully to the spell, but I say to the other, there's humans in this room, right? I have guards, I say.
Well, they're more like slaves.
Sure, I have slaves. I tell my slaves, prepare my chariot.
Your chariot queen?
Whatever, you know what I mean.
We should go above. Perhaps this foul air of this dwarven place is causing you displeasure.
So I give like a haughty sigh, and I just march out.
Okay. There are other elves here too now.
Okay.
Dressed in chain and with the silver harp upon their shield.
Okay. Does the harp mean anything to me in particular?
It's kind of a symbol you always dreamed as being your personal sigil. This is something in your kind of flights of fancy, and
If I ever like pull it off the Ultimate Con kind of thing. All right.
You pull the ultimate con.
I pulled the Ultimate Con.
Year 17. They
I
don't
tricked you
realize
into
I'm
letting me
not the
pick up the
queen.
scepter. All right, so I'm going to get out of the.
you can only do it once.
I get out of the crypt. I survey my lands.
You're up above. The monastery is intact. There are a number of wooden double posts set up with dwarves crucified on them.
Yeah, I'm going to try and I'm just going to walk out, like, just hiding my disgust at this.
Did we displease you, my queen? Egar says. We only did as you commanded. The sons of Dorothea have all been killed here.
Stay deserved for hiding this from me for so long.
Indeed. All that were here were
Didn't know
executed,
about it 2 seconds ago.
as you commanded.
And now, I am done with this place. I do not wish to see any more dwarves today.
We shall cross the bridge then and back into the town.
Very well.
So there's an actual paved road that goes back from the causeway, which is actually much nicer than you recall, because it's all in stone and it's well built, and the road goes back to a bridge that crosses into a rather teeming small city.
Okay.
Made of stone. It's no longer is it a Mott and Bailey wooden structure.
I imagine there's still like elven designs and everything.
Oh yeah. In fact, there are elves all over the place. Humans and dwarves doing their bidding.
What does the keep look like?
Oh no, there's a stone tower here.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go rest in the tower.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and follow.
Actually, there's a elf that comes and greets you.
Okay.
He's obviously elf of means. Did you find it, my queen? Ah, you have it there with you.
Yeah, I look mildly displeased that he asked such obvious questions.
We long suspected it was there. You honor us by coming here to claim it as your own. Your father will be pleased.
As well he should.
All hail the Empire! All hail the Empire! All the elves chant. May the Emperor live forever! May the Emperor live forever! And his daughter the Queen of the Northern Realm!
Mm.
Meanwhile, camp has been broken. Fellows are riding toward Laidlaw. This beautifully paved stone road. Makes no sense. The landscape appears as you believe it should, except this road is really nice. And you have this elven escort.
You said there are 12 of them in chain and armed.
Mm-hmm. Well armed.
We have our weapons, right?
You have a sort of ceremonial hand axe at your side.
The hand axes live.
There you go.
You have a hunting bow.
I don't have my
Leather armor.
Alright, at least I cut my armor.
longsword or rapier though.
No.
I don't got my sabers.
And
No.
the hand axes aren't even functional hand axes, are they? They're just.
Yeah, they could be used.
Oh, my beautiful sabers.
I feel the pain. All right. I mean, I'm just gonna shut up and follow these elves to.
Okay. Rest of the day goes uneventfully. Eventually, you make it to what you believe should be Laidlaw, but there's this stone city before you.
What the fuck is this?
Count Zebedee has upgraded.
Overnight?
You're famished. You guys are
Of course.
set up with a feast,
Something's
and
going
of
on
course,
here.
it's a great stone hall feasting
don't
in your
like being
place of
called dog.
honor.
I don't like having my weapons.
All others are serving you.
You don't like having your weapons? Well,
And,
not.
Hey, you, Bard.
Sorry, you're talking to me.
Hey, Bard!
There's no other Bard?
You fucking, you're a mudblood. You're a half-breed. You're shit.
All right, if I know he's the only, if I can, I guess I wouldn't know. But then I see that you're the only one that reacts.
Yeah.
I'm like, play me a tune.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and. Shoot.
It's kind of hard to recall some of the tunes that you used to sing on a regular basis.
Is that because they were all about praising me?
The words just aren't coming to you.
Sir Donnelly. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start playing the tune, but
The music's there, but
yeah,
the words just don't seem.
yeah. So I'll play the tune, but I'm not really singing. I'm just strumming the beats.
Are you even trying to sing?
I'm trying to.
Like in tell there's something wrong?
I'll do the nice little short verse that you did at the jousting.
Sure.
So that way you know that I'm still in mind, but I can't recall the words.
Okay.
The words are tough for you to recall as well.
Okay. I wrote the song.
Welcome to the alternate universe, everybody. Welcome to an alternate universe.
Okay, so I'm gonna eat. Try and make sense of who I'm supposed to know.
People are
listen in.
reporting to you about going on here in your kingdom. They're telling you things. There's been some problems with the harvest in the east due to lizardman incursions.
Okay.
To the north, your advisors up in your capital, they don't say Ronk.
Okay.
They have this elvish name that
Is
and
it unpronounceable?
they're all speaking in Elven.
Sure.
And they're telling you about, how the taxes have been collected and discussing other affairs of state, filling you in on certain details about how there was a slave revolt up near the Dwarven Hills, and they believe that some of the dwarves were involved.
It's always the dwarves.
The rebels in the Wood Elf Forest have been causing problems again.
Rebel elves?
It may be time for your troops to head in and wipe them out once and for all, one of your advisors is saying. Cast a glance your way.
Not yet.
And after a few hours of this, you guys eventually are escorted in, and somebody runs in and says, "One of the nobles, Baron Dunley, has been brought forth as you have requested."
Do I hear him say Dunley?
No, this is somebody reporting to her in Elvish.
Okay.
I understand.
Ahead of you arriving.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he has news about the lizardmen. Send him to me.
He shall be brought forth. And eventually, two are brought in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go on.
Perhaps
Neo! You dog.
Who is saying this?
One of her guards.
One of our guards?
Kneel before the queen, you dog.
This
is the first you're hearing of this, by the way.
I know.
Sir Dunley, shut your mouth before I have your tongue removed. You'll answer my questions.
It goes fine.
Just gonna cast you glare like.
Tell me about the lizardmen.
One of the elves takes the end of his spear and pushes it behind your knees.
I'll bend, but I'll stay upright.
Well, roll a 20-sider.
That's a 10. So,
Well, I beat you by just a bit.
damn. All right.
You drop to your knees. You as well, or do you just...
I'm standing off to the side by the bar.
Oh, no, you two were brought.
Yeah, you brought
Yeah,
front
I
of
just
her.
kind of shuffled over to him.
You were corralled to be next to him.
Yeah.
You kneel on your own, or
Oh,
do
hell
you
no.
actually resist?
We're going to need new characters by the end of the night.
Yeah.
What'd you roll? Yeah, you're pushed down to your knees.
Uh-huh. We've pushed the lizardmen back into their own territory, and the last of the troops are mopping them up as we speak.
We should bring more elves from the south. These humans, they have no stomach for a real fight.
You're right.
Too many years under the yoke. Too many generations. The fight has just been bred out of them. They're saying in Elvish.
Well,
Do
maybe
you speak
if you're-
Elvish?
Yes, I do. I understand Elvish.
Okay, well, you're hearing this.
Okay. Well, maybe if you
You
gave
do?
us proper equipment, we would be able to fight better instead of...
Quiet,
these.
dog!
I may be a human, but I am still a noble, and you will treat me as such.
My queen, have you had enough of this?
Throw him in the dungeon.
So be it. Guards come forth and grab you both.
Fuck you! I didn't do shit.
You're a human. That's crime enough, apparently.
Fair enough.
I look to both of you and say, "You know this isn't right. You know something's amiss here."
I
You
recall
say
their
that?
faces
Yes.
and everything, right?
Yeah, but I ignore you, so.
Look to you.
Oh, yeah. No, you know these two.
Okay.
These are your buddies. These
All
are
right.
your traveling
I
companions.
look at him and go like,
The whole
Don't
world
let
is
this
just
happen.
on its ear. It makes no sense.
I am playing a part, though, Mark. This is...
I'm just saying, this is what you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
So these two are dragged away.
But now you don't have your hand axes.
They may as well let me keep them. They're useless anyways.
No, he said they could be used.
Yeah, they don't even bother.
Everything can be used as bludgeoning weapons.
Your hunting bow and quiver and dagger are taken from you.
But they left my... Did they leave my hand axes?
One of them was starting to take them. Maybe he'll kill himself. Leave him.
Alright.
I'm not going to give it to you right now in front of these guys.
You fucking give me one, though.
I'll give you one. I'll give you the less ceremonial of them.
I mean, there are a dozen heavily armed elves.
Go down swinging, man.
It's only a dozen.
I'm sure 20s are a thing.
And there are more all around.
All right, that's not encouraging.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but... So you taken away and put in a cell.
Yeah.
Alright. So later that night, I'm going to plan to go to them. With Hemo, of course.
Alright.
To order any guards that are around to leave.
All right.
So I can interrogate them in private.
Are you sure that's wise, my queen?
They're no threat to me.
As you command. They clear out.
Alright, I'm sorry about that, Sir Dunley.
Yes, would you care to explain what's going on here?
How
Casting
close do you
silence to the door so that way no one can hear this conversation happen.
Okay.
Especially how loud Sir Dunley is.
How close do
Yes,
you
I'm quite
get to the
angry.
bars?
Huh?
How close do you get to the bars? How close?
I'm not that close to you.
How close do you get to the bars?
I'm fairly close.
No.
It's not going to end well for us, you idiot.
17.
Well, my AC is 16.
Why?
What are you doing? Punching her?
Yeah. You just see my arm shoot out through the bars.
Alright.
It does no damage. I have no strength modifier,
Okay.
so...
You do 1 damage, though.
Alright, you take 1 damage then, I guess.
He smacks you.
Yeah.
What the fuck was
I'm gonna
that?
smack you back.
I'm dead. I'm not just going to take it. Excuse me, at this point, your arm comes through the bar. I'm going to try and be like...
Sure.
No.
Say,
Yeah, you want to explain what's going on here?
it seems that there's been some kind of magic.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? As if I need to explain any more. Apparently, my family rules the entire continent. There's an elvish dominion that has lasted, I cannot tell how long. And I have absolute dominion over all of humanity and dwarven kind. They are my slaves. And they have no rights.
Not all of them aren't, no.
Well, I don't know if my character knows this, but I'm like, have you checked your pants?
I don't like that
Hey,
line
give
of
me the fucking
questioning.
hand axe.
There you go. I'm gonna hand him a hand axe.
Start making fucking sense.
What? Hand axe? You can point it like a knife.
I don't fucking use one of these. I don't know how to swing this.
Not proficient.
At least you grabbed the right end. That's a good start.
Gotta fucking break this and turn it into a shiv, man.
Apparently, humans after a certain age are rendered sterile, so that they can be better controlled by their elven overlords.
We're gonna start a revolt.
I kind of take some steps back and...
What? Oh, no.
Are we fine?
Fine.
Okay.
Oh, you are both fine? Okay.
Good, we're not Ken Nels.
Well, I was mistaken. I thought that was what was going to...
Dare you to make this character go unsullied. It will not end well for the elves.
I would like to take a level in Barbarian.
But I believe this magic is related to the scepter. I show. You see the scepter in my hand. I raise it up.
That is nice. That is worth a fortune.
The scepter. It's hidden No, you don't get it.
It was in the tomb.
It was hidden in
The
the tomb.
sarcophagus. Underneath.
Apparently, the Dwarven Monastery, that tablet we had a secret message.
Which
said that the monastery's purpose was to defend against a possible future that was not come to pass.
You mean this future?
I was going to say, I just kind of like look around, like, you mean
now?
Seems like a fairly bad future for everyone but me. Although,
I was going to say, your scepter kept 2 secret compartments down.
to be honest, I am completely against slavery and...
Who are you now? It really doesn't seem like it. Here I am, a nobleborn in a dungeon.
Have you not grasped
You're Baron.
the consequences?
Great!
It's everything you ever wanted.
I'm a higher peasant. I'm a higher slave than the other slaves. I can see the queen before I get sent to the dungeons.
Have you not grasped the consequences of this magic?
I fairly get it. I'm now a baron. Fumbles is still alive. Thank God for that.
Oh, good.
But my squire's gone. I don't have my sword, and I don't have my my lizard dick slapping bear shield anymore.
And how do you think you're going to get that back?
Killing you seems like a good start.
Well, I'm not really a fan of that.
Well,
I'm gonna break your
it'll make me
scepter.
feel better.
Let's take a step back from the bars.
You gotta
I'm
let
going to
them.
start scraping the edge of my axe along
You
a
gotta
bar.
let them examine the scepter.
No.
Probably a good choice.
It is beautiful.
Hey,
Not after
what
you
do you
tell
have
me
to
to
say
tell
about
you.
this?
I tried touching it and it burned my hands. Apparently it did that to everybody else except...
All right,
Prove
let's
it.
cut off her hand.
Let me see.
I touch the scepter to your hand.
Make saving throw.
What kind of saving throw is it?
Constitution.
17.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So you only take
20.
7 points damage, and you cannot hold on to it. You could attempt to continue to hold on to it if you want.
I'm gonna grab it.
Make saving throw.
Ow! Undo
I
it.
pull the scepter away from the humans that are hurting themselves.
I have a bonus to this. It's a con.
Yeah.
15.
What?
15.
Okay. You only take 5 points. But again, burned your hand and you cannot hold on
And
to
it didn't seem
Wait,
to
his
affect
15
me.
only takes
It
him
didn't,
5.
it didn't seem to affect me as much as...
You barely touched it, though. You just
Yeah.
All right, let's
do it
cut
with
off her
fingers, I
hand.
recall.
Stabbing
Let's
twice with
not.
the axe.
What's
They pull out,
Stabbing
grab
twice
it.
with the axe.
Okay.
Really, Sir Dunley,
Plus your half elf.
I thought you had
so
been
I get a little bit of protect.
would be better than your countrymen.
Are you listening to what he is saying? Or she is saying?
Do you not realize the situation
I
that
don't
we're
fucking
in
care.
right now? What we're all in right now?
I don't know. Go.
I think ours is a little worse than yours.
You want to trade sides?
Apparently the Wood Elves are in rebellion
Come on,
against...
give me your fancy clothes. Let's trade.
No.
Where do I have fancy clothes on, right?
Kind of.
All right. So that means you should start a revolt with us. We could have a human half-elf revolt. Get some dwarves involved. It's a great time.
You can be the inside agent.
The last time the slaves revolted, the dwarves, they were wiped out.
Well, you know what? Good thing we're not dwarves.
The dwarves
At that, I will
monastery
kind of give him like a sidelong glance, like,
were
not seeing your
crucified
logic, but okay.
alive.
Huh?
The dwarves of the monastery were crucified alive.
Mm.
This elvish kingdom spans both continents, and your kind has been under dominion for centuries. You don't have a chance. And even if you did,
Help us kill her.
Or you know what? Even just open the cell.
Open this up. You can at least let us out of this.
if I thought you could maintain some level of discretion.
Yeah, I mean, You know what? I woke up one morning, I saw a bunch of elves calling him a dog, yelling at me to put my armor on so we can go see the Queen View. And I walked up to Laidlaw. It's no longer just a wood fort. I mean, you want to tell me exactly like how I should be reacting? Apparently I'm a baron.
With some degree of tact and intelligence, at least. Not threatening me outright.
Okay.
For all
I will kindly stab you like only once.
I make no such promises.
See? They're tactful compared to other humans.
Trying to think maybe that these elves have it right.
Look, alls I want. Oh, man, I don't want that. I don't like this.
In a world where elves rule,
It sucks.
where humans and dwarves and even wood elves are subjugated.
See, I don't have it better. I got way
You
worse.
wanna-
Give me your fancy clothes.
If you want him, I can have the guards throw him in there with you.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better.
All right. That's fair.
Did you say anything, Hemo?
I'd rather not. I want to try to find out more about this. See if
All right.
some
See,
way.
Hemo has some brains.
Because he's a part elf, which means that he can get around. I'm a human. People are just going to call me dog and, like, kick
But I'm
me.
a wood elf, and apparently they're not looked kindly
You're still
upon.
part elf.
You may be a dog, but you could be my dog.
You said you backed up from the cage,
Yeah,
right?
yep, I'm going to back
Yeah.
up. I'm going to back up to the other side of the cage. No.
I'm going to leave. Take this night. Let you think about your options. And I will send for you in the morning.
Is there a wooden chair?
No.
You can fucking hang yourself.
No.
Hopefully, in the morning, you will be better equipped to help me end this curse. But clearly, in your current state, you're of no help.
At least do us the decency of only sending one guard. We're not treated like monsters.
I'll do that. But if the guard dies, I can't.
If he dies, it's because he slipped and fell.
I have to.
On my ass.
And mine.
Repeatedly.
I have to retain power and control of the situation in order to resolve it.
Just keep everyone else away from the dungeon. We'll escape, get to the rebellion, we'll find out for them, we'll come back, we've been your double agents. Boom. You're a hero, you crush a rebellion, or we kill you in the uprising. One way or the other.
It's a win-win-win.
So you're suggesting that we just
Yeah,
totally not go back to how things were?
I want to go
before
back
this?
to how things were, but she's not exactly the most cooperative in this situation right now.
I just want out of this fucking cell.
You try to get locked up. I'm going mad.
It's been like 5
It really doesn't take a lot.
No.
I would say you really have to push some buttons with him. But really, it's just one button.
So,
It's just that it's a
are you
small
satisfied?
button. You don't even have to. It's gotta get near it.
Let's try to find out more about this. What the hell is going on right now?
I intended, but these two are not helping.
I'll browse the library if I'm allowed to.
Of course. Let's leave.
Maybe I wanted to look at the library.
You can
Can I have some books sent down?
Sure, you can send them all the books you want.
Awesome. I want all the books.
I want heavy books.
We'll give you some paperback novels.
No. We
I
want
want the
that.
big hardcover.
1,000 pages plus only. Nothing under that.
So I hear 100 pages? Okay. I
Nope.
can do that.
I mean, fine. Just give me 100 of those.
Maybe only the ones with pictures.
Uh,
I can understand those.
We'll just send the guard as soon as you can. We'll calm down by then.
Just let her aggression.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave.
Alright, I'll go ahead and follow her.
Is there a barred window?
A barred window.
Yeah.
It's a barred window.
Well, you know how some jail cells have the windows, but they still got the bars on them, so you can look out, but you can't crawl
I
through.
thought you meant BARD. Like
I'm just sitting out there like,
It's like a
like
confession. It's a
you know,
confession.
piped in
There's a
music.
part on the other side.
tell me your
That'd be
sins,
really
child.
fancy.
for your entertainment and comfort.
That'd be really fancy cells.
Serenade you during your incarceration through
You're
the barred
locked in
window.
jail again.
I mean, this is something my character might do. As the queen of this world, just have barred windows everywhere.
So I'm not gonna lie, this character might be going off the rails, and you'll have a brilliant like homicidal leader for the rebellion if he gets out.
I don't know how far you'll get.
I don't either, but find a way. So is there a window?
No.
So I'm gonna send for
I mean,
my.
it's a barred doorway. I mean, there are bars.
I
here.
can't try chipping my way through those bars.
It's gonna take a long, long time.
Hey, stop breaking my axe.
So when I return to my chambers, I'm going to summon my high priest if I have one.
Oh, sure.
I'll say.
The
That's right.
Northern
Salty AF human over
Peninsula
here.
worships the sea god Alira.
Oh! Hype.
Jason's not here.
Why is Jason
is
not here?
here? Oh my god.
And in comes,
Sorry, Jason, by
It's
the way.
actually Jason,
in comes
his character.
a high priestess rather,
Okay.
with him in tow.
Okay. I mean,
among the number of acolytes following her.
nice.
He's accepted this world.
I mean, this is great for him.
Yeah, I know.
Like he's like, just never leave.
Oh, everyone's ideals have come to pass. Elves are no longer subjugated. The
My dreams didn't come
barren-
to pass.
This is my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
God. Actually, your first character's doing great.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he
Always
is.
goes. It's-
Well, I don't know. He's not married to a queen. How dare you divorce him?
No, yeah, that never worked out.
Yep.
He knew her when they were younger. He's now in charge of the military post, the Elven military
I just
post,
never felt bad
where
about
Colway's
anything to
Coves
do.
once stood.
So I didn't get married.
Once stood.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
The Great Siege.
It's like
of
it's a whole
Colway's
different
Cove.
thing here. There's no Laidlaw. There never was. There's now this stone city here at
Just
the confluence of the where the river comes out of the hills.
There's still a lot of law laying going on, though.
This is how salty you're being in the cage.
Yes, my queen.
I've had disturbing dreams, visions.
Ever may they flow.
Dreams of a future. It seems much like this, but I feel a creeping form of dread.
The waters are murky, my queen. Sometimes it is hard to see our path.
I was hoping for a little more directness.
Perhaps if you vanquish the rest of the line of Dorothea, all will be well. I understand you had a great victory today,
I did.
destroying the monastery and recovering the scepter of rulership. It is a step in the right direction, surely, my queen.
This weapon, this staff,
The scepter of rulership?
yes.
Yes, my queen.
What is it for?
Why, it is a symbol of your power. It was secreted away from you by the dwarves of the line of Dorothea.
It's a symbol I have never held until now.
Well,
Who held it
it was
before
always
me?
foretold that you would find it one day.
Who held it before me?
Oh my, that is an ancient question.
I have many questions.
Surely it was held by those in your line. Lost in the eons of time.
This is a symbol. We know nothing more.
Well, there are new symbols now, of course, my queen. The silver harp. It rules the northern peninsula.
It does.
Naturally, your kingdom is ruled in your father's name to the south, but he has placed this peninsula and its peoples under your rule.
But the scepter is not a harp. And its symbolism has meaning I cannot grasp. I have fulfilled the prophecy, and yet my future remains unclear.
Yes. Perhaps it's time for you to unite the empire under one ruler, if I may be so bold. Perhaps your father has reigned long enough. Perhaps there needs to be an emperor
Humans are political creatures.
on the throne,
Elves
ruling
take a
the
long
entire
time to do
continent
it.
under
They
one
got years.
scepter.
This is what the goddess of waters would have you say to me.
I believe so. I believe that is a prophecy.
Hers?
Why, yours. You told it to me yourself. Not 1 century past.
But who sent it to me?
Well, I do not know. I do not question you. I am merely reiterating what you have told me yourself. That you were destined to rule.
And I will rule.
Indeed. And we will be here to serve you.
I want you to contact your god.
But this is not something we do.
You cannot.
No. They do not do our bidding.
I see. Very well.
They really imbue us with powers to shape the world for their benefit, for their glory, and for yours, of course.
Of course. Very well, you've given me much to think of. Thank you.
Of course.
You may return to your duties.
Now that you have retrieved the scepter, might I leave one of my acolytes with you,
Very well.
in case you need to call upon us?
Seems prudent. Especially if these dreams continue.
We will return then to the shoreline, so that we might be near the sea. And I leave this one with you. Gestures to Jason's character, who's not here, but
We'll find a way to make him watch this video.
yeah, he's going to need to. Maybe he's
Watch
watching now.
Watch from 5 minutes before the break. Going to the library if I'm able to,
Sure.
and just start.
You're one of the Queen's most trusted slaves.
See,
You have a lot of freedom.
Should have sided with us.
I mean, there are guards all over the place, so it's not like you could tear the
They'll
place
still
down.
shank you in a heartbeat.
yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll start trying to gather information on like the history of as far back as I can go with this, and see what the symbol even means or anything like that.
Well,
Just trying to get like a general information so that way I have some basis of what's happening.
information that's available here is lacking in depth in that area.
The sea is blue. The sky is too.
It's like wanting the kind of information you're looking for just isn't available here. If I'm gathering what you're saying right.
Yeah. Just like...
But Egar is there.
Egar's there?
Yeah.
All right.
You look troubled.
Yeah, I am.
Has our queen been forcing you to do unspeakable things again?
No. I'm just...
Again?
I know, exactly.
This is not... When she had me split open the guts of those sons of Dorothea, I nearly killed myself. But we had to stay close. We must stay vigilant for our chance. If there's a way, we have to find it. The scepter must be destroyed.
Do you know a way to destroy the scepter?
I do not. I know it must be done by a son of Dorothea. But all those that were here in the monastery have been killed now.
Do you know of any other sons of Dorothea?
Somewhere in the Yargarian mountains.
To the south
Perhaps,
of here? South of here, right?
Perhaps near Giant's Reach. I understand there's a hermit there, who some say was a son of Dorothea. If he has eluded the giants there and managed to stay out of the grip of the elves, perhaps he can be of some assistance, or at least know more.
Okay.
To us no good, though, if we do not have the scepter with us. Can we steal it? Is there a way?
I don't think there's a way to...
Does she need to die?
Stop it. Stop it.
You're not there.
Stop influencing me.
Hi, whatever.
I do not know. I can try talking to her. And
I leave it to you then. Good luck.
Yeah. All right.
He walks away.
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll head to her.
You in your chambers?
Yeah, I assume I'm sleeping.
Oh, is it late at night for this?
Is it not?
It's evening.
Okay. Well, I mean, my character wants to rest because I need a long rest to recover my spells.
That's
Are
fine.
you going to interrupt the spellcaster in their rest?
I mean, I'm 1-2, so it's just like...
He doesn't know. Besides, he has some chambers near yours, so...
Oh, okay. Conveniently there, or?
Yeah, he's one of your main slaves.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and knock on your door.
All right. So I guess I am in my elven meditation, and I hear this knocking, and I'll go and I'll change into something more appropriate, and then I go over and I unlock like 5 locks on my door.
Click, 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 click.
There are a number of guards here. You really don't need that many locks.
I'm paranoid.
Okay. You could have had them installed since you've been here.
Yeah. I feel like my character should be paranoid in this
Home
situation.
improvement.
And let's see.
You hear that? She's
Good, you've
paranoid.
returned. Oh, it's quick. Your return is quick. Perhaps you found something important. I bring you in and I close the door behind you. We go into the separate room that is like not my private chambers, but it's like a place where we can talk.
Yeah. Okay. How much do you want to stay in what's here? Like indicating to, like.
I mean, this is wealth beyond imagining, but it's not my life.
No.
My life has not been about accumulating wealth. It's been about trying to
Scamming people.
make up for the wealth I have already taken. It's not as much as I want this. I have to give it up. Else I won't be who I want to be.
Then we might be in luck. Then there is a way to destroy the staff.
Go on.
Apparently, there's a hermit who's a son of Dorothea to the mountains to the south who might be able to destroy it. That scepter.
How far away?
I believe it's in a place called Giant's Pass, right? Or
Giant's Reach?
Giant's Reach. It's to the south here. I don't know how far away though. I didn't look at any map as soon as this information.
Being from Colwayne's Cove, you know that Giant's Reach is the name of the westernmost of a stronghold, ancient giant stronghold that was long abandoned on the westernmost edge of the Yargarian Mountains, above Colwayne's Cove. Although, what it's like in this cockeyed timeline.
So is it like
is
weeks away,
thing.
months away?
Well, it's near Colwayne's Cove.
It's
so
in the same spot.
north of, up in the...
Oh, actually north of Colwayne's Cove.
Sorry, above, east.
Okay.
So...
Oh, I understand. Colwayne's Cove is on the sea, so it's either going to be north or south of it.
It's going to be
it's
going to be east of it.
Yeah, there's a mountain.
So it's not on the sea.
Yeah, here we go. All right. So Colwayne's Cove is here, and in the mountains above, let's taper off there. It's up in the mountains.
It'll be almost impossible to get there.
And you're here. Colwayne's Cove is, what did we say, like a week almost?
Yeah.
Most of a week's travel. And then through the hills and up into the mountains.
I don't suppose as Queen I have any magical flying carpets.
Flying carpets. No, I'm afraid.
It's going to be a long way to get there.
Well, what was Colwayne's Cove, which isn't Colwayne's Cove anymore, is part of your kingdom. Mm-hmm. You can travel there anytime you want.
Mm-hmm.
With whoever you want.
Whomever I choose. For whatever reason I choose. This is still a kingdom that has to be run.
That's the only way if we're able to get back to what we know.
It's our best lead. You think destroying the scepter will free us from this nightmare?
I mean, you touching the scepter is what did this. So destroying whatever magic is bound to the scepter probably release us.
And everyone else touched the scepter as well.
Not everybody. They touch it afterwards, though.
I see. Well, no, other people did touch it before. You touched it before me.
Yes.
And
So close.
Nice
So close.
try. All right. If you're sure this is the only way,
Of course, in this Time Lord. It's only worth 5 copper.
Oh.
For
But
you.
that means
For
if
you.
you can get
Yeah,
If you can get-
elves are stingy.
if you can get 100 copper in the other timeline, you'll have 5,000 gold.
Does it transfer like that, Mark? Like, let's go rob a bunch of banks and transfer our timeline. We're gonna get its currency exchange.
Are we breaking the space-time continuum at this point? Are we
Hey,
doing
if
that?
if the cross plane like currency conversion here is that good?
I think they like this world now.
Also
Apparently-
planning on killing the guard.
Bards can turn into queens.
Well,
He's still technically got a promotion.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it.
And you were a
You got
cohort of
demoted.
a knight, and now you're a cohort of a baron. So technically, you got a promotion too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
You're one of the most
Don't
trusted,
you feel promoted?
albeit slave advisors of the queen of a.
A baron who's also a slave. Really not flattering when you put it that way.
Just the character's backstory that, defender of humanity, this is his worst nightmare. Like,
It's all good.
Hey, what is it? What's a dream to some is a nightmare to others. So
your dream's my nightmare.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't consider this a dream of mine.
so Elena will say to Himo, very well. We'll discuss it with Sir Dunley and Doreen in the morning. I need my rest, however. Tell the guards I'm not to be disturbed.
Very well. I'll go ahead and exit. I'll tell the guards that.
As she commanded.
Yeah.
And you follow out her orders and tell the guards, and they're okay. Of course. So they'll leave her alone, of course.
All right. I'll go ahead and head to my.
Get your own
chambers.
rest in your own chambers, which
Yeah.
are rather Spartan, but
Yeah.
nice.
You're on the fancy floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the gold chamber pot for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's what I've always wanted.
Now, the question is, can you bring the gold chamber pot back home with you?
Turn into platinum.
A platinum shit bowl. That's wonderful.
So in the morning, assuming I survive
Breakfast is
until
brought.
morning.
Sure. Yeah. Breakfast is brought early, and folks are come in to awaken you and refresh you, and
Sure, the whole
the
princess.
veranda's opened
queen
up,
thing.
and you can survey from above
Thing. Excellent. I have a
the heights
balcony.
of the town. Oh yeah! You
Hell
kidding
yeah, I
me?
love balconies.
Step out onto the balcony and look down below at the
So beautiful.
belching smoke of the
What?
Above
the
at
weapons
assassin
factories.
perched
And
on this little outcropping.
Well, that's good. It makes more weapons for my soldiers.
down below, you see the various crucified individuals, and there's a few new ones down there. Is that Egar?
Is it?
The dwarven sage has been crucified.
Wasn't he
Should I ask
alive and
about
well yesterday?
But these two are not crucified, right?
No.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, I want my D20.
I was going to say, did that guard come down yet? Because I might decide if I'm there.
There's more guards than just one.
We only
I
wanted
just
one.
need one to get
Yeah,
in
we
here.
only wanted one. We'll break his spear in two. Both get a shiv.
Well, once I've satisfied my breakfast, I tell my guards to bring these two
Okay.
up to my my wonderful balcony.
Yes, my queen.
Yes. Maybe after a night of hunger, the smell of this food will make
I thought
them
I was a sadistic
more amenable.
asshole.
Hey, power brings out the worst in people, you know?
So a balanced guard comes down and brings you forth from the cells, and
Deal. It's one.
they take some buckets of cold water and wash the stench off of you.
Just be glad there's not leeches in there.
And they escort you up into Queen's chambers.
I don't like you as an evil dictator.
Just imagine how I am as GM.
That's my MO.
You think Mark is the master of evil?
I'm not evil.
You said you're the master of evil, but you're not the evil yourself.
I don't. I merely give you opportunities to tell me your actions, and I report the consequences and give you chances to take more actions.
Okay.
That's all I do.
Okay.
None of this is
I'm evil on GM. Just
anything to do with me.
So yeah, I assume you don't murder the guards and...
No, failings. I figured I'd go down fighting one guard. That'd be a glorified death enough.
Sure.
Failings, I'm just going to get murdered.
Sure.
So you're brought up into her chambers.
Yeah. You see me sitting by the balcony. You know, you probably could throw me off the edge.
Well, this is taking a turn.
Food for thought.
My work here is done.
How does the party kill the party? Yeah, because shit, this character would think about it. How close are the guards to me?
Oh, they're right next to you. Unless she orders otherwise.
Yeah, I do, actually.
Sorry, what are you saying?
I order them to leave me.
Yes, my queen. They're a little taken aback that you want to be left alone with these two.
I have my rapier with me, by the way.
Okay.
Would I have my equipment or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want
It's
to
nicer than your equipment.
And my scepter, which probably can give you a nice clunk on the head.
Oh, you could. It's pointy.
Also, it would set you on fire.
Alright, that'd be my luck. And now it's a wand of fireball. What?
Say, come join me. I had extra food brought for me this morning.
I'll sit down.
You're just like,
It really smells good.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
push
sit
you
down.
up. Help yourself.
It's very delicious.
I'll just eat it.
You're like traitor.
Yeah. I see you sit down and I'm like,
You should eat as
trivia
well.
line.
I look at you and I give you a.
So the four of you are there?
I have no hard feelings against you.
And the four of you.
I'm sure you don't.
the
You're
four
not the one that spent the night in a cage.
Hopefully, that doesn't have to happen again. I have good news.
Oh yeah.
Hatred for elves, anger issues.
Hemo
Getting insulted.
has found a way to lift this curse. All we need to do is destroy the scepter.
And how do we do that?
Apparently there's someone in the mountains far to the south near Cohen's Cove that has the ability to unmake it.
Let's go.
Yeah, because these are going to do great.
Okay, good. We're all agreed.
You should get us outfitted with proper gear.
Clank, clank, clank. I'm
And
pretty sure this is
that
hollow
mahogany,
inside.
sir.
Mahogany. Mahogany.
There is a little twist-off cap on it.
What? What's inside?
Oh, liquid. Do you want to just dump it out?
No, I didn't know it was liquid.
Okay. Well, you realize as you uncap it that there's some sort of liquid.
Take a smell of it.
Yeah, I'll smell it.
I think the queen should sample it.
Ooh, that's really good brandy.
These might come in handy.
Hey, you still only got one, man.
What?
You still only got one.
I don't care. And then give me my hand axe back.
Nah,
Give me my flask back. I want my flask.
I'm sitting there staring at you like, nah.
Yes, in this timeline, the Dunleys are colossal drunks
Oh.
who use their symbols of state as conveyances for alcoholic beverages. Ah, the mighty have fallen.
Are you sure that's actually different? Maybe you've just never seen this.
Oh, they were definitely weapons in the other. In the other. We'll call it the other.
Other timeline.
The true
We'll just
timeline.
call it the other.
The alpha timeline. We're in the beta timeline right now.
I mean,
This is a test server.
Are
See
you?
how this
I don't like it. We need to reboot.
are we sure about that?
Perhaps they're all beta timelines.
Oh boy.
All right. So I need to keep up appearances. I want you all equipped with the finest weapons and armor my armory can produce. But in order to do so, I'll need to convince the rest of my followers that you are sincere in your loyalty to me. Is this something you can do?
Yep.
Very well. We will.
I was like, yeah.
Let's have a feast. And maybe just a small feast. And then that night, we will leave on our adventure. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so you all feast.
We have a feast. We celebrate the scepter. These guys profess their undying loyalty to me.
Do you?
Yep.
Front of guards and other.
Yep. I will. In a very convincing voice, much more convincing than this.
Say,
I pledge my loyalty.
It's a 14 for my convincing lie.
Well, I just need to hear you say that that's what you're saying.
Okay.
Good.
If you are. You don't have to.
No, I am.
I will profess my loyalty to the queen.
as your lord, I have them decked out in suits of armor and weapons, as befitting my bodyguards.
Okay.
And I declare that we are on a quest that will end all rebellion in my kingdom and end forever.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
And then after the feast and all the celebration, we get on fine horses and we leave.
Heading toward what was Colwayne's Cove?
Yeah.
What gear
Okay.
have we received as open issued to slaves?
Oh, you know, it's all very nice. And it's functional. Good stuff. You're decked out. You're in better stuff than you would have been wearing before. Weapons are provided as per the Queen's orders.
Thing along the lines of the light longsword? Elven make? Agile?
Two, if you want them. Sabers, whatever, similar to what you had in the past, in your previous incarnation,
Yeah.
but nicer. Jewels in the pommels. You know,
Runes and scribes.
That's if
I
we
mean,
keep it.
you got to understand that this stuff is meant to impress.
Yeah.
Is it effective?
Oh, yeah.
It impresses you guys.
Can I get a +1 longsword?
Well, magic is another thing entirely.
Ah,
Is there a
I'll just get a
federal
longsword.
nest?
These are supposed to have the appearance of wealth and power so that no slave would ever question.
Is there a longsword made of mithril?
I'll just take a longsword.
That would
No,
be
but they could be silvered.
Actual hand axes?
Mithril's super rare.
Ah, she's a queen.
Yeah. By the way, do I still have the...
Wouldn't be readily available. I mean, if you had like months, something like that could be.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure if there was like an heirloom sitting around or anything.
Do I still have
There's
that?
if-
access to most of what's available. It's just not right here.
Gotcha.
Now.
Do I still have that dwarven short sword that we took from the ruins?
No.
It disappeared.
There are actually, no, there would have been a pile of them. But I don't know. You want to ask one of your guards what came of them?
Yeah.
From the monastery?
Yeah. I mean, I had one in my inventory. I was wondering.
No,
But it's gone.
not there. No.
Okay. But yeah, I'll ask what became of them.
The ones from the monastery, your captain of the guard says They've been destroyed as you requested.
Good. Thank you. Okay. Well, I can't remember seeing one, right? Since I got here?
No, not since you got here, no.
Okay.
Just like those dwarves weren't alive
All right.
when you got here.
All right.
I mean, supposedly you were here
Of
and
course.
ordered these things. But this is not in your memory.
That's a good thing. All right. Let's go. Let's go to Cohen's Cove and then to this.
And those advisors,
Some
remember how you
murmurs.
were hearing all of these things, affairs of state, things of a lot of the stuff that was done on your orders is,
Pretty obscene.
yeah.
Well, evil me isn't here. But, and here's something, my characters are rather low intelligence, so I believe that they probably relied a lot on advisors.
What's your character's intelligence?
10.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, 10.
low average, but
It is average, but
Not
I mean, I
amazing.
feel like I would still rely on advisors a lot.
yeah, 10.5.
So they
is average.
probably will continue
Well,
these acts of brutality in my absence.
Yeah, you've been hearing about things that you ordered having been carried out since
Mm-hmm.
that.
That's kind of the reason I'm not being too nice to you guys. But yeah. All right, now we're
Towns
out.
put to the torch,
Oh, that's nice.
rebels executed, tortured for information, horribly disfigured,
Burned alive
burned alive,
with moonfire.
flayed.
Slowly.
You saying this out loud?
With
I might be.
malice aforethought.
I might actually be recounting to myself
How delightful.
the horrors I have become responsible for. Perhaps as a way of reminding myself why I can't keep this power.
Characters becoming conflicted.
But
If she was at one time, she doesn't seem to be anymore.
but I have other companions that'll keep me on track, right?
Yeah. I would.
There you go.
I don't want to be
There
stuck in
you
this reality anymore.
I don't want to be in this reality.
You guys have it all.
I don't have it all.
I really don't feel
Well,
like it.
your position, that's a title.
To
Master
be fair,
slave.
you could go back and live in comfort. Semi-comfort.
Through this queen, you have access to everything you could ever want.
Oh, did we bring Jason's character?
Sure, if you want.
Does he seem to
He's
be?
been attached to your retinue
Yeah.
as your spiritual advisor.
Is he also affected by this reality?
He's in step with you guys.
Okay, good. Then yeah, I totally want him with us.
We're just assuming that he would have, has he caught up with you much the way these two did?
Yeah.
I mean, that's important to
would've-
me also because I want Jason to be able to ask questions about his experience next time.
Sure.
And if he didn't have any memory of this place,
Hey, he found the sea god.
he found it.
Yeah?
It just wasn't in his own timeline.
Well, I mean, yeah. Maybe Jason's character will try and stop us, but
Sure.
My character is happily willing to kill an elf.
but yeah. So do you guys keep me sane? All right. Yeah, let me just try and get to this.
Off to what was once Colwyn's Cove, which is now a teeming metropolis.
Mm.
Huge. It's 10 times bigger than it was.
Just my capital?
No, that's part of the north. That's even bigger still.
Good.
But this is definitely the gateway to the Southern Empire. the jewel of the western coast. What's your character's name again?
Huh?
What's your character's name again? Alana?
Elena.
Elena.
It's just Elaine with a at the end. Cause
I keep mispronouncing it.
Just remember Elaine from Seinfeld. And put an A at the end.
And this town is called Elania.
Excellent. That's my sister.
Well, it's a place name based on your name.
Right. Oh, I like that. Elvish language
it
is
was
like very
named as an
subtle
homage to you.
sometimes. Oh, good.
In your honor.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first town to the Northern Empire that was conquered by the Southern Elves, according to someone who's in your escort. Because you've got 100 elves, armed elves traveling with you.
Oh, right now?
Sure.
Okay.
You don't go anywhere alone in the kingdom.
I still have I'm still only 125, right? Do I feel older?
No.
Okay. So this I've done a lot.
Well, this is named after you, but
My father's done a lot. Yeah, okay. So this is probably like my 18th birthday present or something?
right.
Here you go. Here's a whole city for you, honey. Oh, thank you, Dad.
And when I turned 100, I got the other bigger one up north.
Yep. Like giving a 16-year-old a new car. I don't need that.
And now this is why my character is
Another one?
Another one.
I'm getting ready for my 200, right? Like,
Oh, put that city with the others.
yeah.
Put that city with the others.
I mean, we got
Just like
we
five
got to
cities
put even
packed
something
together.
bigger where
It's
Rock
a big
is,
pile
right?
of cities. It's all there. It's all yours.
Nice.
Everything is yours.
Nice. So if we had 100 elves following us,
Yeah.
I don't think we can beat 100 elves. So we'll have to lose them at some point.
I'm pretty sure if we set up base, that they'll stay there and guard.
No.
We have to literally go fight some big bads.
I was going to say,
And have
before we
them
were
sacrifice
having them
themselves.
listen to a night.
Don't worry,
talking
there's
with
giants
us.
up there.
Yep.
Well, the fastest way up into the mountains is out upriver from Colwyn's Cove, so you definitely want to get there. And I'm using its old name, Alania, is
Right.
the name now, but as we just said, Elania. Sorry.
Sure. So
So they're escorting you here, and once you're here, of course, there are other.
Right. Well, what I'm thinking is that we may want to go into slip before we get to Cohen's Cove.
I feel like we'd have a better chance losing them in a big city.
I mean,
Then on a
maybe
road.
you guys could.
You would think that they're going to be on heightened alert while you're traveling. Once you're in the safety of your, you'll have maybe ways of getting away that you wouldn't have while you're on the road.
Maybe. Okay. They seem like they're watching me as intently as they are.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
they have to keep an eye on these ones. They don't completely trust them like you do.
Okay.
I
yeah.
mean, they follow your orders.
completely
You
trust.
say they're to be
after-
armed. They're to be armed.
Yeah. But after they threaten me, I don't know about completely
Put us
trust.
in a cage!
Make our way up the mountains that way. It'll be harder. It'll be nothing from the track at sea.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's 10 o'clock.
Okay.
We should probably shut it down for the evening
Okay.
Okay.
and pick it back up next time with
Alright.
Jason here.
Good
along,
place to do
right?
it, man.
We'll say you've gotten to Elania Prime.
Elania Prime.
You're installed in your palace.
Nice.
All of you are there, as well as the acolyte of the sea elves, the sea god, Alira.
All right. Well, we'll find out.
Find out more next week.
Have a good night, guys.